Good evening, guys. It's October 20, 2019, and we are in the weekend episode of our Market Insights. We'll talk about your favorite stocks in the Philippine Stock Exchange, as well as, if you might have any stocks in the US market you'd like us to review, we can also do that. Just drop a comment and we'll review them one by one. Although I already have an initial list because earlier I invited everyone and informed everyone that we are going to have our live today. So I'll share the initial list that I have and we'll go through them one by one, okay? Initial list for review. There you go. Good evening, Joe. Okay, so if your stocks are already listed on those, then we can proceed. Okay. Okay, let's talk about phen. Okay, phen is nearing the resistance area. There you go. So this is the resistance that we're seeing for phen. It's around 2.98 level. So it might go a little further upwards, but not that much anymore. Okay. Let's set the color into style yellow. Let's change this to yellow so we can all see clearly. Okay, there you go. 3 pesos area. Okay, so that's the resistance that we're seeing, and as you can see, a resistance should be a profit-taking area. It's not the perfect time to buy at the moment. Rather, it's just watch out where you can be taking profit. If there's some weakness around this area, then potentially it will revisit. We'll check again. It's possible that it could bounce at the 2.70 area, or it could bounce at the MA20 level. Okay. AGI. Okay, for AGI, this could pull back and revisit our MA20 line. So we're still on a downward movement, and watch out around 11.16 area because it might revisit that. Seeing that last Friday's candlestick is a bearish candlestick. Okay, so 11.12 area is the next area to watch out for. FB is showing us some good signs. This is an engulfing candle, and you're above the MA20 line. So it has been on a sideways movement for almost a month. So let's plot our line here. That's the safest area to get in, 89.82. If tomorrow it will not break out, then it might revisit our support, which is 89.82. But it looks like this is just slowly gaining some momentum here. So in between 89.82 to 91.50, I think that's a good entry price at the moment. mrsgi. Okay, mrsgi, still I don't see any possible signs of a bull run here because of the volume. No volume yet. So I think, it will still linger in this area doing some sideways movement. But look at this, just making the big wave. However, there's a big chance that it will still revisit the support level, which is around the 2.34 area. So it's an area, guys. It could be a little higher or a little lower. And if you still want to get in, it might revisit the 2.34 level. Good evening, Michael. Okay, so we'll definitely add ISM. PSE, I will check the overall health of psei and then ISM as well, because Meg is working on our list. SMPH and Annie for Joe. Okay, definitely. Okay, hi Pepe. Good evening. Let's continue. After mrsgi, you have MPI. Let's check MPI. MPI. It might revisit this area, so this was the resistance previously, and it might revisit that once again. Slightly lower. Actually, you're close to the support that we are seeing. Hopefully, it doesn't break that anymore. But I see several instances where price lands at that area, and this used to be a resistance over here. And rule of thumb, a previous resistance can act as a support. Therefore, if you want to get in, try to check what the price action is around the 4.81 area. Okay. Pizza. Yep, you're sitting at the support for several days. Look at that. And let me just plot that. Okay, while the price is landing almost at the same spot every single time, notice what happens to your RSI. So it is now gaining some momentum, and I would say it is already a good time to start accumulating volume. Well, people are not so interested in this stock yet. It's a good time to already get in. Another sign as well is the volume that happened last Friday, where you had slightly spike in the volume. So I'm thinking we might see some more bullish movements for pizza in the coming days. Now, for now, yeah, hopefully this one breaks. You have sustained your support above the MA20 line. If there will not be any bad news for this stock, then most likely it will continue to go up. Okay, so the nearer you are to 2.97, if you want to get in and try it out, 2.97 area is the support that we are seeing. Okay, at the same time, if you want to go long term here, you will not really mind the dips. But if you are just going to trade this stock, make sure you already set your stop loss level before you get in. For instance, if the price goes lower than 2.97 by X%, 3% or 5%, that's when you exit the trade. Okay, so that's your stop loss level if you're trading this. But definitely, if you are an investor for this stock, whenever it dips, that's the opportunity, or your opportunity to buy somewhere. Mwide. Okay, the next is mwide. Okay, for mwide, so this has been a support over here. So it's possible that we are already sitting at the support, but we need to see at least a green candlestick to confirm that we are bound to reverse. Although I'm thinking it'll not be long before that day happens, because while the price was moving down over here, yeah, it was a little on a decline. Your RSI is already moving up. Okay, sometimes you guys, when we see that kind of pattern, we say that is already a potential reversal that might happen in the coming days. But sometimes, like what happened to Jollibee and MBT, it took several weeks where you see the same pattern, but it was just moving on a sideways or just giving us minimal movements day in and day out. That's why it took a while before the reversal happened. So if you see this pattern, it's on a decline, your RSI is moving up, don't expect that overnight it is going to reverse. Okay, sometimes it will go on a sideways first before it goes up. DMC. Okay, DMC, you are about to enter the resistance area. Okay, so this is the resistance that we are seeing. Some of you may be playing a stock on a momentum, right? So there are also occasions when your resistance is broken and it gives you a bull run, or it gives you an upward trend for several days. Like this one, for example. This used to be a support, but it got broken, so you have a bearish movement for several days. Same concept here. So just observe, if this line gets broken, then there's a potential that it will continue to go up. But if you see some signs of weakness, like for instance this one, it reached at the resistance and then a sign of weakness, a red candlestick engulfing the green one in the resistance area, then it went down. So just observe. Okay, now if you want to go momentum play, you have to, my recommendation is use a much faster time frame. Otherwise, if you have the patience to wait for it to bounce around the 8.82 level. Okay, so that's a possible bounce area. 8.82, 8.83, that will be fine. Okay. The next one, it's DNL. As for DNL, okay, so check this out. Price landed at this area and it landed back in here again. So let's draw a line because that could be a possible support. Now check the health of your RSI. Your RSI is moving in an upward direction. So wait for a green candlestick, possibly starting at the 8.30 level, and then if the candlestick moves at the above it on Monday, then potentially we have a green candlestick that will confirm the support, and then that could be the time that you will be entering, or a good entry price for DNL. MBT. For MBT, okay, now you have a breakout. This was what I was mentioning previously. It took almost 2 months where it went down and then stabilized at this area before it moved up. Okay, so what do we see here? The next possible resistance that we are seeing is the 72 pesos area. Okay, that's the next resistance that we are seeing. Now, if you want to trade this stock, wait for a possible retracement, and I'm thinking that would be the first area to watch out for would be 70.36. 70.36. Okay, because there was a support that built here, a resistance here. So it might give us another green day tomorrow, but if you want to get in, wait for a possible retracement, because definitely it's not forever that the stock will go up. It will rest in some of the days. So wait for it. If the market gives you a chance at 70.36, that would be a good area to enter. JFC. Okay, JFC has pulled back, but it gave us a bounce. When it hit the MA20 level, it gave us a bounce. So I would have to say, yeah, it's a good time to enter JFC, because most of the action now is happening above the MA20 line. So I'm thinking this is just resting, and then it will continue to go up. So the nearer you are to the 2.25, 2.26 area, the better. And JFC is really good for long term. CHIB. Okay, be extra careful for CHIB because look, there was a rejection here and another rejection here, but you're not very far from the support that we are seeing actually. We're not very far. So if you really want to wait for some haggling there, 25 pesos, no, 24.91 would be an area to watch out for. Because look, your RSI is already looking healthy here, gaining some momentum. So most likely, even if it was a red candlestick, last Friday, there's a big chance that it will now go beyond the MA20 level. And most likely, when you're already above the MA20 line, then you will have some more bullish moves in the coming days, right? By the way, guys, for those of you who would also like to support our advocacy to educate everyone, we're also maintaining our videos in YouTube. So just look for Miss JD and just a simple request, share and subscribe to our channel so we can also grow this and educate everyone in that platform. Okay. CHIB, and after that, Meg. Meg, okay. Let us see, because Meg might rest, right? Because this is a support, and you have a doji, and a previous support could act as a resistance now. So just check. If the price starts above that, then most likely you will have a brand new wave, okay? Brand new wave on the upside. Okay, it might go give us some more green days. However, because this is a doji, and if price starts tomorrow at around 4.80 and most of the action happens on the downside, then chances are it will pull back or it will retrace. And areas to watch out for, of course, your MA20 line. Ali. Check out Ali. For Ali, okay, not a nice candlestick here. This is a bearish candlestick, and we're near the we're near the resistance. Okay, so lower highs, lower low. So I'm thinking it might retrace. Hopefully, it gives us a bounce at the MA20 level. But definitely just be extra careful. Let's observe the market and see where it gives us a good bounce. Okay, but first area to watch out for would be your 47.87 and then your 47.16 before it finally goes down to 46.30. So those prices that I have mentioned could be a possible bounce area. AXLM. Okay, AXLM. Right. So it gave us a red candlestick. Most likely it will revisit the 4.34 level. And hopefully it just stops right there. And then gives us a good bounce. So I'm thinking, yeah, not much volume right here. So slowly the pressure or the selling pressure is starting to decline here. So 4.34 area could be a next possible bounce and then move on the upside, right? Let's check out everyone. Hi, Reggie. Hi, Nikki. George. Okay, so you requested DNL. So we just talked about, yep, DNL, MBT, done with that as well, allhc, and let's add that, allhc, FLI, okay, dividend, okay, yep, definitely. Sometimes when there is dividend, then slowly the volume is picking up. That is the possible reason why it's already really trying to recover. Stock dividends 13%. That's a good amount. I'm thinking we'll have some more bullish movements for this stock. Okay. Next one would be the stocks. Thank you, Randy. Maxis and PNB for Nikki. Yeah, we'll add that. And PNB. Guys, please don't forget to share our live right now. I'm sure a lot of people are also researching, studying at the moment. And yeah, we can share whatever we know here to them. So share it on your wall, on your chat groups or trading groups. Okay, so we can all learn together. Edwin, IPM, I would assume it's ISM, but let me just put that in case there's one. tbgi, PHA, CPG. Okay. Edwin, yes, I already have axlm. FNI. Okay, so let's continue. The rest, we go back to you guys. But the last one was, oh, I forgot what was the last one. Let me see. Did we talk about axlm? Okay, let's go back. I think the next one would be home. Home. Okay, nice bounce for home. I think this is definitely the support for home. 1150 is the price. That's the market value of this stock. Okay, so it's really hard to tell if it's going to go up further, but definitely I'm seeing that it will go. It will definitely go up, but it's just a matter of timing. But now what I can say is if you're interested in this stock, try to make a haggle between 1150 to 1158. Anywhere between that, that's already good because you have a solid support trying to build at the 1150 level. CHP. CHP, okay. I'm thinking this is now bound to go further up. Looks like we are going to have more green candlesticks in the coming days. But if you want to get in, try to make a haggle between 2.50 to 2.60. Anywhere between that, that's already at a cheap level for this stock overall. Next, IRC. IRC, okay, starting to create that momentum and trying to challenge the MA20 line. So, in fact, let me just measure that from the lowest point to where it is at right now. Yeah, you're still at the healthy level. So, I think this is already a good time to enter IRC anywhere from 1.32 to 1.38 level. It's still okay, right? That's already a good time to enter IRC. PSEI, let's check overall what's the health of PSEI. Okay, so we had a bearish engulfing candle last Friday for the PSEI, and this would mean all major stocks, the blue chip companies, might retrace. Not all, but majority might potentially rest and go back to either this level, 7817, or the 7796. Okay, anywhere from here to here would be a possible area pullback. Hopefully it doesn't break that, but that's the support that I am seeing at the moment for PSEI. ISM, let's check it out. ISM still at the support level. And if you want to get in, I think this is the perfect time to start accumulating volume. 4.81. Yep, that's the support that we are seeing for, check this out, landing on the same spot. Very powerful. And this is the perfect time to add some more volume. What's good about Investograms is every time you visit a stock, it will also show you all the news related to that stock. So you already have some information that will help you in your fundamental analysis. smph. smph, I would have to say this is a bounce. Okay, good bounce for smph. This area, 38 pesos level, that's a bounce. So I would have to say most likely we'll see some more bullish movements, but in case the market gives you a chance at 38, that could be a good entry price. But the next resistance that I see would be 39.55. That's the first resistance that we have to challenge and break, okay, before it gives us a brand new wave on the upside. This has been moving overall on the sideways in big waves, rather, but just sideways. See that? Okay. Annie's still doing some sideways movement, and the support we're seeing is 15.69. That's the area of support. But I have a feeling market will still give you a chance right here. There's no volume yet. Okay, so just watch out. But your RSI is still looking healthy over here. Hopefully it gives just, it remains at that level and then moves up again. allhc. Okay, allhc triggered the upper band. Okay, where is the next resistance we're seeing? Over here. Let's see if it reaches the 4 peso area. Yeah, there you go. There you have it, guys. That's the next resistance that we're seeing. 4. There. Okay. Check it out. Although anywhere from, of course, if you still want to get in this stock, wait for the price to revisit 3.54. If that happens before it reaches the resistance, then good. Either way, between 3.64 to 3.54, that's still a tolerable entry price for allhc. FLI. Okay. This is the next resistance we're seeing, 1.66. Let's see if this stock is able to break that. Otherwise, watch out for it at the 1.57. Okay, so those are key areas to watch out for and see. Check out the price action. So we don't know yet if this will go first or this will go first. But at least you know this is the support we're seeing. This is the next resistance that we see. Support is an entry price. Resistance is a take profit level. Alright, guys? Very simple concept. Okay. Jose, Edwin, I think I already have axlm. FNI, yes, we have that. FPI, we already discussed it. George, Vita, psei, and green. Let me just add Vita. Did we talk about psei? Not yet, but we're about to. Just add green there. You're welcome, okay. AGI, Don, Meg, Don. FLI, in a few minutes, we'll cover that. Oh, done, here, just finished it. Next would be AC for Benedict. We'll do that, let's discuss that. Okay. Jasper, I just talked about MBT now. And mwide, yeah, done with that as well. Okay. So let's continue. Let's talk about maxes. For Maxis, oh, broke the MA20 level, so chances are most of the action will now happen on the upside or above the MA20 line. But if you want to know where is the MA20 line or support that we're seeing, that would be 1330. Okay, 1330, 13.28, that's an area. Okay, but anytime the market gives you a chance near that, then that's a good entry price. Potentially, we'll have some more bullish movements for this stock in the coming days. PNB. PNB, trying to challenge your MA20 line over here, but no volume yet. Okay, let us see if it will continue to break that. Okay, so observe. So how do you do that? If the market gives you, let's say, a 43.85 as a starting price on Monday, and most of the action happens on the upside, then potentially you'll have some more green days. Okay, but if you want to still haggle, 13.57 is the best entry price here. But overall, you're not very far from the support. From the, it's much stronger support in this area. But this one is also a good, this previous resistance will act as your support. 43.48 level, or 50. 43.50 would be the safest. There, so that's the support we're seeing. IPM, I'm not really sure if it's really IPM. Oh, there is an IPM. Wow, no volume. It's really hard to tell. You just need a good volume, but you're still at a very cheap level for IBM here. Okay, well, massive decline. But I don't really recommend entering this stock. There's no volume. Even if you click your sell order and if no one's really trading this stock, then chances are, see that, one. It will take forever before your order gets purchased. tbgi. tbgi is making sideways movement, and this is the support we are seeing, 0.3143. 0.3143, that one, okay? That's the support. PHA. For PHA, wow, also making this sideways movement. You're still sitting at the support level. And if you want to get in this stock, if there are no bad news around this stock, then this is the time you can enter when no one's really that interested. If you're a position trader, that's the concept of position trading. You see a good position, enter in that position, and then wait for several days or weeks before it rallies on the upside. But 0.51 is the support that we're seeing. CPG. CPG, okay. Nice volume. Well, where is the resistance we're seeing? Next possible resistance could be 0.60. This one, okay? Just be extra careful because this is a secondary stock, and any time you have a big player here take profit, then chances are it will really dip big time. Okay, so just observe. Just do day trading or scalping for this stock. When I say scalping, of course, you're just playing within a very fast time frame, like 3 minutes to 5 minute time frame. That's how scalpers do it. FNI. FNI, this is the support, sitting at the support at the moment, a little higher. 1.66 is the support we're seeing. 1.65 as well. 1.66 or 1.65 as well. So this used to be resistance, support, became a support, and then support as well. Okay. Let's check out Vita. Vita, okay, be extra careful because this is doji. What happened here? There was last time it did a doji over here at the resistance area, then it made a pullback. Resistance area again. So this might go and retrace, and let's see if it gives us a bounce around the 1.20 level. Okay, there you have it. 1.20 is the next area to watch out for. Hopefully it gives us a good bounce there. Green, for green, okay, hopefully it breaks this resistance because this used to be a resistance right here. Resistance, it became a support, resistance here. So check if most of the action happens above that number or above that price, then good, we might have another bull run there. If not, it might revisit the 2.35 level. Okay, 2.35 is the support you are seeing, but it's a wait and see game tomorrow, because if it gives us a green candlestick or most of the action happens on the upside, then you might see some more bullish movement. So it's like overall, this is like another angle to see is this one retracing, resting over here, and then continue to go up. Okay, let's check how maybe it could be Fibonacci retracement. Let's check if this is an area of okay, possible, right? So those are the key areas to watch out for. This one could be a bounce, or it might bounce in this level. Okay, so just check. You can use Fibonacci retracement for this stock. Okay, so it's a wait and see game for green tomorrow. AC. AC, be extra careful because this was a strong selling movement that happened last Friday. If not, it might revisit the 839.92 level once again. Yeah, so that's the support I'm seeing. Be extra careful as it might revisit that line. All right. How's everyone so far? We have, okay, let me add X, kppi, MPI, Carol, I already talked about it. Let's add RCI. Hi, Sari, Abba. I already talked about green escrow, but let me discuss ABBA as well. And ICT, let me see. Oh, not ICT yet. Okay, so let's continue with X. Okay, X would be, you're still sitting at the support level for X. 0.89 is the support that we are seeing here. So still at a healthy price to enter. But this volume is so low. There are only 42 trades that happened over the weekend. I mean, last Friday. So that's a downside. Sometimes it will stay there for quite some time because there's really no volume. Okay, for kppi, be extra careful as it might go back to the MA20 level, which is 10.43. Okay, see if it successfully bounces. It will successfully bounce at that level before it goes up again. Okay, but definitely this might continue to go down. RCI, okay. I have a bearish outlook for this stock. You're already at the resistance area. Your RSI is already showing some signs of weakness here. People feel that this is already starting to become more expensive at the price where it is at right now, so it might rest. Let's see. Hopefully, it just bounces at the MA20 level, because so far for the past weeks it has been respecting that. Okay. ABA. For ABA might, okay. Hopefully, this is the bounce that we're seeing, right? Because it's in the MA20 line. Okay. Hopefully that that stops right there and gives us another green candlestick. Okay, so I'm saying 0.88 would be the support for ABA. Let's see, 0.88. Okay, there was for several days it landed in this level. Okay, so yeah, hopefully it just sustains around the 0.88 area and doesn't break any further down. Okay, that's the support that I see. ICT. ICT might also rest and go back to the 115 level. Okay, so I would have to say 115 to 117 area would be the price to watch out for. Price levels to watch out for. Okay, just watch out for, just to be safe. Don't hurry, guys. If it's not the right timing yet, then find a different stock. Okay, or just put this in your watch list and observe the price action. Watch out at the 115.67 area. RCI, BDO. Okay, let's check out BDO. BDO, oh, there was some selling pressure that happened here. So you see the MA20 line, this blue line. Check if the price will bounce at the 144 level. Okay, so I'm thinking it will just rest and then continue to go up. Okay, because BDO overall, guys, this is a very established bank here in the country. So it's just market sentiment at the moment. And we'll see if it gives us a good bounce there. 144 level. Okay. What else? Nikl, gtcap, nikl, gtcap, ltg, jgs. Okay, and that's for Carol, George, ATN. I can't pronounce your name in Korean. George wanted to also check LTG and JGS. Okay, hello, madam. Can you chart FLI? MR, I already did FLI, but we'll try to see if I can go revisit that as well. Okay. Now let's talk about nikl. Nikl is currently moving below the MA20 line. So check if it will bounce at the 3.75 area. This is the area that I see as a support over here. Okay, so that is so your hints would be if price touches this level and then your RSI is already moving on in an upward direction, what we want to see here is something like this. Okay, price is almost at the same level, and your RSI should be moving in an upward direction. That's the kind of pattern we're looking for. GTcap. For GTcap, okay, you're triggering the upper band. So I'm thinking there will be some possibles because you're still within the healthy RSI. It's not overbought yet. Overbought would be above 70 levels. So you're still healthy. I'm thinking it will give us some more green candlesticks in the coming days. Now, if let's say, because you know, in a day it could go up and down, right? If the market gives you a chance at the 852 level, then good for you. Okay, that's a healthy price to enter at. But definitely, I am bullish for GTcap, more green candlesticks in the coming days. SM. SM, let's see if it'll bounce at the MA20 line. Okay. So doing sideways here, 997.73. That's the area of possible bounce we're looking at. LTG. LTG, be extra careful. It might give us some more red candlesticks. This is moving on a downward direction. It bounced, but there was some price rejection at the MA20 line, which is for me just an an expected behavior, because when you're moving below the MA20 line, your MA20 will act as a resistance, and then it will rest again. And let's see, hopefully 13.27 will be an area of bounce, and I would have to say it might potentially move within that range before it goes up again. Okay. JGS. Okay, so guys, just a simple request before we continue, share this live to your trading groups, to your wall, to your friends, so that we can also influence them. Okay, so let us see here. I'm thinking you can still haggle for JGS. It might bounce at this area. No, hold on. It might revisit this area. Okay, 69.07. Right. It might revisit that. This is a bearish candlestick. Although MA20 line could also be a possible bounce. So see, if price starts here and then most of the action happens above it, then it's a possible bounce at that area. Otherwise, if most of the action happens below that line, then it might revisit your 69.07 level again. And last would be ATN. ATN, okay, trying to challenge your resistance. This is a short-term resistance we're seeing, and it's trying to challenge that once again. So if price happens or opens at the 1.15 level and most of the action happens on the upside, then potentially you are going to face a more bullish week next week. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Okay, how do we read the Bollinger Band? So normally, so there are a lot of plays using a Bollinger Band. Normally, the one here below, most of the time, you will see the support building around that area, okay? And you still have to, of course, check the candlesticks and the pattern of the candlesticks, but most of the time, it just stops right where you have the lower Bollinger Band, and then at the upper band, that could also serve as your resistance. Okay, but your MA20 line, so the thing to remember with MA20 line is when you're moving below the MA20 line, there is a big chance that it will act now as your resistance, like what happened here. Okay, there are some overshoots in some of the days, but overall it served as a resistance. And a resistance, when it reaches that level, it's like a roof where price is rejected whenever it reaches that area. Okay, that's why it went down over here. So this is again another example where the price is trying to challenge that. However, if you know, sometimes when the volume is starting to pick up, then chances are it'll break that. And this is what happened here. Okay, so there was volume, but here no volume yet. So it's possible that it might revisit your support again. Okay, so over here the support is slightly higher because I also read the pattern of the candlesticks. Okay, so most likely this is support, this is a possible resistance when we're moving below it. Now when you're moving above it, that could also serve as a support. Your rule of thumb, in general rule, your previous support, once your previous resistance will eventually be a support once that resistance is broken, like what happened here. Okay, here. So your MA20 line became your support. Every time it touches that or it goes near that, then there is some it's like a ball that it bounces upward whenever the price hits the MA20 level. Then true enough, it triggered that. Okay, now another thing to remember, when the price ends outside of the Bollinger Band, then that would mean there's a pressure that's pushing upward. So chances are it will continue to push upward. Now if you see some signs of weakness, now it's ending below that line, your threshold there is that you will see a change in the direction when in the next 3 candlesticks it will engulf this one. So this is the last green candlestick ending above that upper band, right? When it went down, it's a sign of weakness, but you're not 100% the conviction is not that strong yet. But because on the 3rd candlestick it ended much lower than the price here, which is 1.43, it ended much lower than that, then it continued to change the direction. Okay, so there are a lot of things to consider. Hopefully I can create a presentation so it's going to be clearer, but just continue to watch our live sessions, because once in a while I will just butt in some concepts around Bollinger Band, Fibonacci retracement, and even RSI. So these are the only indicators that I use, and so far it's really helping me. It's creating that muscle memory in all my trades. There you have it, guys. So thank you for joining me, and please don't forget to share our live video or our live session. At the same time, please do subscribe to Miss JD. This video will also be saved in our YouTube channel. All right? Thank you very much and happy weekend. Bye-bye for now.